Today, for the price of Bitcoin, in the first part of the video, we will show you a chart which is 90 years old, but yet has been predicting the breakout patterns for the Bitcoin price within the last 10 years with a huge accuracy, and is also pointing towards a very specific direction for the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term right now. In the second part of the video, we will show you where we are actually longing gold, shorting banking stocks, also to hedge against the upcoming recession. So if you think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you stay here. Make sure you smash up that like button right now. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, guys, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. And today's episode is a little special one, really, because a chart which is 90 years old, but which is still working with such a huge accuracy. This is something we have never talked before, and this is something you do not usually see on YouTube. But this is really interesting. So this chart is called the Livermore Speculative Charts, the all-important action of stock A. And this is an accumulation pattern with a widening mouth. What you can see right here is that you have basically one, which is not really a touch point, it's going into the pattern. Then you have 2 touch point, 3 touch point, 4 touch point, 5, 6, 7 bounce, bang, and we are going out. And it is very important that it is in that exact order. It must be in that exact order. And then remember, guys, very important, we can break out to the upside, just as you can see it right here, but we can also break out to the downside. Today we will exactly discuss what is most probably going to happen for Bitcoin. Before we go into the part and into the pattern we have right now in August 2019, before we do that, we want to check out a little bit of the history to see how accurate that actually is. First of all, full credits to Adam Tech, Adam_Tech. He has bought that up, and like huge credits to you, because that was like really nice to see that textbook example. And he's actually saying in 1929, Jesse Livermore released the speculative chart detailing the all-important action of stock A. The beginning of this pattern is an accumulation cylinder with widening mouth, a megaphone tilted up with 2 up sloping lines. How does that relate to Bitcoin? Well, let's find it out. And we will only show you 2 examples for 2016-17, but also in 2013, 2010 and 11 that happened. Always in the bull markets, it happens 2 times. 1 cylinder, break up to the upside, again a cylinder, break up to the upside, and then one last 1 month, really a parabolic run. And it is really great to see how that plays out, because we are right here in November 2017 here on the left hand side, and this pattern is going up until March 2017. And if we just put that a little bit like this, you can see that the price is basically here going into the pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bounce and out. All right. So we have also the second one, which is exactly starting. You can see it right here. It is starting over there already. We will go into that right now. And if we check that out, this is starting. The other one has ended in March 2017, May. And this one is beginning in May 2017. And this is the exact same pattern, but it is starting at a higher price. And later for Bitcoin, that is something like a continuation broadening mouth. And here the price is going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bounce. And that's the last parabolic run, 1 month. It is really crazy. You can go in 2013, 10, 11. It is always like that. It is really crazy to see that. And the reason is, it's not just something like magic or so. Of course, this pattern has its, wait 1 second. Let's just go back into this one here. Come on. All right. This pattern has its own reasoning, because in such markets, usually when you have an uptrend, the more time passes, of course, the more volatile it gets. That's why it's widening. We sucker in more and more immature money. The price gets higher, it gets more volatile, the people get faster shaky hands and so on. It is just the law of nature that these prices tend to get a little bit more volatile as the pass within these patterns, as the time within these patterns pass. So right now, in that exact amount of time, starting from the 1st of April, the very famous 1st of April, was that the beginning of the bull market? Hopefully, most probably. The price was going in, then we had here number 2, number 3, number 4, 5, 6, and guess what? We are in 7, or the question, are we in 7? So if we are right now in number 7, which is this here, the question should be, will we have a breakout to the downside, or will we have, hopefully, like we Moon Boys hope, a breakout to the upside for good? So to answer that question, we can go here into this regression analysis and in this study here, which Adam Tetch also attached in his tweet. We will basically leave the tweet also in the description down below. There is a statistic that you can see in a bull market. Let's just assume we are in a bull market. We have, when we are going into that pattern, 58 times a breakout to the upside, and we have 166 times a breakout to the downside during a bull market. That means that, let's just say 55 or 50 out of 200, because 160 plus 50, 210, so 50 out of 200, 25% likelihood, just regarding that statistic, that the price should go to the downside. Okay, and that makes a lot of sense. We must say we can agree to that because, I mean, people don't change. It is a different market, but people don't change and the psychology doesn't change. But Bitcoin is just a completely different asset, so this statistic might not be 100% applicable to the Bitcoin price. Also, if we go back in time and we look at 2017, we had 2 patterns breaking out to the upside. In 2013, we had 2 patterns breaking out to the upside. In 2010 and 11, we had again 2 of these widening patterns breaking out to the upside. So for that, in that exact moment right now, 100% of these widening patterns has been breaking out to the upside. So of course, just looking at the history of Bitcoin, we can maybe assume that this asset just might not act accordingly due to the statistics, the historical statistic, which we can see right here and right here. Who knows how it plays out? We are Moon Boys, we have a bullish bias, so we think that a breakout to the upside is more likely. But what we will do is we will not go into like crazy 100x leverage trades just because we are here on the bottom of the pattern and we want the price to go up. We will maybe more look out for something like a breakout trade. So if we are breaking out here to the downside, all right, guys, I mean, it is possible that we visit these levels of 8,500 we were finally waiting for. But if we were to break to the upside, guys, we know what might happen. So if we just look at these patterns right here, I mean, if this continues, just look how small this one here looks compared to the second one. If this happens, we will remain bullish, but if we break out to the downside, of course we will be prepared, guys, and we want you to be prepared also. Very important, if you want to see that chart, also you can join our Telegram group. We will share it over there. And also let us know what you think about that pattern, which is it's a textbook example, which is 90 years old and it is still valid for the Bitcoin price right now. It was still valid throughout the last 10 years. That was really mind-blowing for us, how we always have these 7 touch points before the price breaks out to the upside. So let us know what you think about that in the comment section and smash up that like button. And as we promised in the beginning, we told you that we found a platform where we are also longing gold. It's the same platform. You can long Bitcoin, you can long gold, you can short banking stocks, the S&P 500 and so on. And that is actually really, really interesting, or was really interesting for us. And the funny story behind it, as we were searching for that and as we were finding it, because we know them like since a year already, we thought, all right, we know them, let's check out their platform. And in that exact moment, they reached out to us and they asked us for a collaboration if they can sponsor our channel. So here we want to openly and transparently disclose that we onboarded them as a sponsor and supporter of our channel. Nevertheless, as you know, we did that for a good reason. We know them since a long time. We tested their platform right now and we think they are very legit. So what we will do right now is we will do an interview for a few minutes with a user interface walkthrough. We will tell you how you can sign up, get a $125 bonus and so on. It is actually really an entertaining video. Check it out. We just wanted to disclose that openly and transparently to you that we have onboarded them as a sponsor and supporter. Nevertheless, one of the team members is also a friend of ours. We like them, so make sure you check it out. Leave some love there, leave a like, and we will see each other on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until we will see each other in a few seconds actually. So bye-bye. All right, guys. So just as promised, we have Craig here, the CTO and co-founder of EMX, the leverage exchange. And we are actually very glad to have you here because, you know, there are a lot of competitors out there and we want to explore today what are your USPs, what are the special features you actually have, and you have some. We already made some research on your platform. We have an account, we checked it out. So we really want to elaborate a little bit more on that. But before we do that, we want to come to a very important question today. Craig, how are you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
I'm doing well also. Thank you so much. We already had a great talk previous to the recording, but maybe we can get straight into it because we already teased our following a little bit on your project. And you can let us know. We know there are a lot of competitors. I think the first one was BitMEX, but you have some USP, unique selling propositions. And maybe you can let us know what are your special features. Why should the people actually join your platform, make an account and trade on EMX?
Yeah, so my co-founder and I started EMX back in 2017, and we came at it from more of a trader perspective. So we have a history in hedge funds and quantitative trading in New York. And so in 2017, we moved out and built EMX. We wanted to give it really a strong kind of trader feel. And so some of the USPs that we picked or differentiators were the ability to trade global markets. So a lot of crypto exchanges, you just trade crypto. And on EMX, you can actually trade gold, you can trade the euro currencies, US equities, and all derivatives. So it's real easy to trade, you know, go long US equities, go short gold, go short Bitcoin or long Bitcoin, all on one platform and all collateralized in crypto. So that's kind of our main differentiator.
Yeah, that was actually also what really catched our eyeballs or caught our eyeballs, because on our channel, we are really focusing also on the global recession, which is maybe coming up. And I mean, you can hedge with Bitcoin against the stock markets. You can also hedge with gold. And it was actually interesting to see that we can leverage trade gold on your platform, just on the same platform we are already leveraging maybe Bitcoin, and also maybe going short on the US dollar and stuff and doing all these crazy things. So that might be actually very interesting. Can you also let us know a little bit on the fee structure, because that's very interesting for a trader. If you're opening and closing a trade, everyone knows that the leverage platforms are of course not really cheap, but maybe you can let us know a little bit more about your fee structure, the maker and taker fees. Are they higher compared to competitors? Are they lower?
We have a standard 7.5 basis point taker, so that's the same as a lot of other platforms. We did increase the maker rebate. We think it's important to pay rebates to liquidity providers or market makers. So that's 3 basis points, where industry standard is like 2 or 2.5.
Yeah, that's actually, I think the maker fee is actually, the rebate is actually higher than on other ones. So yeah, good to know. I think actually it makes a lot of sense because you want to incentivize the makers to provide liquidity. Yeah, so I think we don't want to make that something like a dry Q&A. Maybe you can show us a little bit of your user interface so the people can see how it looks like. It is actually already a very mature product. Quick background story, we met one of your team members a year ago already in Singapore, and the product already looked mature. So can you give us maybe a screen share and show us some of the basic features, open and close a trade, maybe something like that?
Sure, I just shared my screen. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So yeah, one of the things you mentioned about the global recession that may or may not be coming, you can see across the top all the contracts that we list currently in the testnet, and most of these are available in the live trading exchange as well. But I'll show you the testnet page just so I can do some test trades. But when Jay, my co-founder, and I were at hedge funds, I mean, when you're trading in that kind of environment, you can trade anything in the world, and we wanted to bring that same experience to crypto traders. So, like, if you just want to put on a position that's long US, short Japan, or something like that, it's easy and cheap to do that. And so this platform lets you do that really easily. So let me show you a few things about the interface. We've got a lot of good feedback about the interface. We wanted to build something that looked better than the competitors and felt more secure, is more trustable, those kinds of things.
Nice. 20 Bitcoin. 1 Bitcoin left for the 1 million club. I can see.
That's right. Yeah, this is testnet, so that's test Bitcoin, but
yeah,
it's still quite a bit.
Of course, yeah. So maybe we can open and close a trade so the people can see whether it's easy, whether it's hard, maybe with a stop loss or so, something like that.
Sure.
I can already see you have Ethereum Chainlink Tezos. Yeah, I saw Tezos actually also in the main one, not in the testnet on the.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Tezos was a request from our Brazilian community. A lot of people were asking to be able to trade that, so we turned that around and listed it very quickly. We're kind of responsive to what our users want to trade, so we want to list new contracts whenever people want to trade it. Chainlink was a recent one that people have asked for, so that's live in our testnet, and we might move that to the production environment soon, the mainnet.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we can do on our platform is kind of customize the interface really well. So, like, I just switched to a chart-focused workspace, but I can go back to normal. And to your point, let me just put in a trade. We let you trade from the charts. So I will put in a 1 Bitcoin sell limit order up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put in a buy order down here so that if the price goes down, I'm going to buy 1 Bitcoin up here and I'll go up and I'll sell. You can also put in stops. So I can do like a market sell down here. At a stop. And so you can do all that from the chart. We think that's pretty unique. You can also do everything that I just did from the order book as well. So I can go in here and put a sell order at this level in the order book or a buy down here. I can customize the size and do stops and take profits. So this is kind of a more professional or prosumer environment where you can trade from the order book, trade from the chart.
Yeah. That's actually interesting. You have the choice, like everything. You can trade from your interface on the left, from the chart, and from the order book. So
all three. Yeah, you can trade from the order entry, the chart, or the order book.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Also, I saw it before. You can drag drop the different things on the interface and just turn it to the right, to the left, no matter what's more important for you. Cool.
Right.
So, Craig, we still have a lot of other things to discuss. Maybe we can go back into the phase mode to deep dive a little bit more into the other questions, which are just as important as the first ones. Because what we saw in our initial research is that you have also a token. Can you let us know what your token is for? You know, there are like, I don't know, 2,500 tokens only on CoinMarketCap. But what we are looking out for is usually only Bitcoin. And when it is tokens, they need a very good use case. I think Binance has a very good use case. We have to admit that, and some other ones. So what is the use case of your specific token, the EMX token?
Well, so the EMX token is an exchange token. We think some of the strongest tokens in the current environment are exchange tokens. So we're happy to be building an exchange and launching a token alongside it. It's a utility token, and it grants you benefits. So the more EMX you hold in your EMX wallet, the more fee discounts you get. You can use those tokens as collateral, so they help you pay the margin requirement of your account. The fee discounts are actually pretty good, between 5 and 50%, depending how many tokens you hold. And there's a kind of a unique use for the token as well. We pay every 2 weeks some percentage of the inflows from the insurance fund to the token holders. So you can just kind of earn passive income. You take a bit of a risk being part of the insurance fund, but it's a good way to kind of take your tokens and earn on the platform.
There's always a risk involved, but the risk on the one side is the security on the trader side, actually, because having a security, like a security fund, that's I think that's pretty useful, talking about the leverage exchange. I think BitMEX has also one, and it's great to see that you also have one. So thank you so much for that. Regarding the token sale, I mean, how are you planning to distribute the tokens? It is probably through a sale, just as we saw that in our research.
Yeah, we've been running a token sale privately. So for large amounts, we've been completing a private sale. People on our team have been traveling around and doing that. And then our first kind of public sale is opening on September 9th. So we'll be selling tokens with an 8% bonus on Probit. So Probit is a Korean exchange. And we chose Probit because they're giving us a pair to Korean won. So you can actually use fiat currency in Korea to purchase EMX tokens. And that token sale goes live on Probit on September 9th.
All right, good to know, good to know. Is it possible also for non-Korean people to join that sale?
Yep. Yeah, you can register on Probit. I don't think Americans are allowed, but others are. Yeah, and we picked Korea actually because one of our earliest supporters was Hashed. Hashed is a group that has a deep history in South Korea, and they've had a history with us as well.
Yeah.
So
I want to take the opportunity at that point of time. Everyone who's watching that, of course, always make your own research. Read the white paper, check out the token structure and everything. Just like 100% unbiased, make your own research and then make your decisions. But thank you so much for answering that also. And what we saw is a little funny thing, like it might be fun to join your testnet trading competition. Can you let us know something about that? And the beauty about that is you can actually join that without your real money, since it's a testnet competition, and you can still win real money. So that's the great thing. I mean, if you would win test money by playing test money, it's not as just like the same fun. But I think that might be very interesting for our audience. So let us know something about that.
Yeah, it's a 25. So the total prize pool is $25,000, and that's real money. But you're right. You don't have to post any real money or take any risk with your own funds. You just join our testnet. You join the competition. We'll post a link in the description later, and we give away a bunch of prizes. So the top prize for P&L for profit and loss is 1 Bitcoin, which is pretty good. But there's 150 other prizes you could win. So one of the interesting prizes is like a most wrecked prize. So if you make money and then lose it all, we'll give you a prize. And there's prizes for like streaks. So if you have winning trades like a couple days in a row, we'll give you prizes. We have contract specific prizes. So if you're the best at trading Chainlink, for example, you can win a prize. So it's fun, and there's no risk. So we encourage everyone to join.
Yeah, and the first place can win a full Bitcoin, and everyone who watches our channel, it might be in 10 years, $5 or $10 million per Bitcoin. So who knows? Thank you so much for that. We have answered all the questions we have noted down. I don't know if you have something to say to our audience in the end before we wrap it up.
No, I mean, I encourage everyone to join. I think we're going to post a rep link here, and we're going to give some special bonuses to folks on the rep link. So we're going to give an extra $25 sign up bonus, and we're going to match your first deposit up to $100. If you sign up with that rep link. Usually we just do a $50 match. So I encourage everybody in the community to join, as well as join our Telegram channel if you want to chat with myself or chat with the team or have any questions.
Yeah, thank you so much for reminding me. I actually forgot the most important thing. That's the affiliate link. We have joined their partner program. You can check it out if you are interested and at the same time want to support us, and at the same time get $125 on top just by signing up and depositing a very small amount. You can already do that just with our link in the description and in the pinned comment. Check it out, guys. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, let it be. I mean, it is free money. Free is our favorite number. So thank you so much for that, Craig. I hope we will see each other very soon, maybe in Singapore. For everyone who is interested in the trading competition, it is ongoing right now. That being said, smash up the like button, check out their stuff in the description. Thank you so much, Craig. I hope we see each other very, very soon. And for the audience, thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, bye-bye.